Welcome back everyone, Zaf here. We have a new video on the gem system that just came out. I know there's been a lot of questions regarding it. So first, let's start off by going to the new system. As you see here, you have to populate each and every one of these nodes. And as you do it, I'll show an example here. You get a nice bonus to all your hunters and Jinwoo as well. As you saw there, we got multiple power boosts. But the real question is, how can you best optimize this system? And also the devs did send me the 1000 Essence Zone codes, so do stay tuned. I'll have updates on how you can get those very shortly. If you do go ahead and equip one of these gems, they are permanently gone. Yes, that's right. As you see noted here, you cannot unequip gems. When switching to a new gem, the equipped gem will disappear. So there are two ways to optimize this. You can either do method number 1, which is putting all your gems in each node, unlocking the next tier, doing this over and over again, not caring if you will eventually lose them, or you can do the efficiency route and save your gems, don't get the power bonus. As long as you don't need it, wait until you can fuse them up, because if we go to the fusion tab somewhere here, there we go, you can fuse your gems going from rank 1 to rank 2 to rank 3 to rank 4, but this is an RNG style method, just like for our runes. So as we fuse them up, we're not guaranteed anything good. We can end up getting these same gems just like with runes. Let me show you here. So with simple fusion, we're going to fuse, let me manually do it. We're going to fuse 3 of these rare runes, and we have a 35% chance at epic. We go ahead and fuse, and what do we get? Do we get lucky? And no. See, we got 1 rare in exchange for 3 rares. The difference is, with runes, these additional rares don't have a use besides fusion, whereas these gems at the lower rarities, that being rank 1 for example, can be used to fill up those node spots, unlocking the outer rings of the circle, meaning you'll get more power in, and the power bonus is actually not that bad. I believe as you keep unlocking these circles, you do get at least a 1k power bonus here. It does depend on the gems you put on, but imagine you skipping out on that. So at least 1000 power here, another 1000 power here, going on and on and on. So at least you'll be missing out on 10,000 power, filling up all these nodes, which can make a substantial difference, because if you weren't aware, when you go to a match, let me go to an instance engineer for example, this power differential makes a huge difference. If your power is under the recommended total power here, you lose a lot of precision and you lose crit rate as well, which does provide a huge influence towards how easily you can defeat the boss for example. That's why with gems, it might actually be more beneficial than waiting to just stack up on all the nodes, fill it with gems, that way you get the power bonus right away. But that is something you have to personally decide on. For me, I believe I will actually wait just a little bit. I don't feel like I've had too many power differences. I don't mind waiting a few days to get some additional gems, since I do feel like it would be just a waste if I do populate these with rank 1 gems to eventually just replace them again. That does amount to a lot of gems, but as you know, it's only a 30% chance to get a better rank 2 gem. Otherwise, most times you're just trading 3 gems for 1 similar ranking gem, which is a horrible value. So it really depends on what your priorities are. I think the better method would to be populating all the nodes. At least if you're starting out, the power difference is actually quite substantial. Let me see if I can put another one here. So we have reduced mana consumption. I'm going to equip it, and we gain 100 power. So imagine doing this over and over again, 100, 100, 100, with all these nodes being applied. That is a substantial power differential, so I do think that is the better method. You can wait though, it won't harm you too much, but getting them to at least rank 2 does provide a very nice bonus. We're going to put that on, and that's a 100 power bonus again. It does depend on the stat the hunter already has, so obviously crit on certain hunters will definitely boost their power. And once you do fill up all these nodes, you do have to exit out and go back in. It is glitched, so if you're experiencing that, that's why. And there are 2 methods to getting these gems, and I do want to show you a little trick as well, at least for starting out. The first method is for bonds. So if we hop into here, we can see, let's go to White Tiger Guild, and let's go to Silvermane. Going down to the level, you can see once you reach level 60, you can get a gem, and level 80 as well, you get another gem, this being a tier 3 gem. For level 60, it's a tier 2 gem, so very, very good. We now have further incentive to rank up our hunters. So that is one method to get a quick gem in. The main method that we have is the Battlefield of Chaos. Hopping into here, we get 3 attempts every single day, but those attempts are not limited to the waves. These are just limited to the rewards you can get. So what I do recommend is to hop into these waves even after you get the 3 rewards. That way the next time it gets unlocked and you can get more rewards, you'll be on the highest wave possible, granting you more rewards. For this battlefield here, it provides us these red gems, and they provide healing given increase, and also attack bonuses, including attack percentage bonuses as well. Whereas for the purple battlefield here, we can see it provides mana reduction, and it also provides additional MP and speed as well. That's all it provides. So for today, I'd rather do the red gem battlefield, since the attack will be more influential. The waves in the beginning are honestly quite easy. I'm just going to hop in and let our hunters do the work so you can watch and see how easy they are. But as we do go to further waves, it actually does become very, very difficult. And for those of you wondering, this becomes unlocked at chapter 15. So once you reach that point, you can finally get your gems in, getting that additional power bonus. It is not too bad, though in the beginning, the bonuses are a tiny bit low. I'm just going to watch our hunters here. Our hunters are clearly making easy work of this new battlefield mode. They're doing tons of damage. Obviously, this is the initial wave, so this is a breeze and I'm going to help them out. But you'll see in just a second, once we get our rewards in, that the gem amount we're getting is actually not that high. We are a little bit limited. We only get a small handful of gems, but as we do this daily, we'll obviously get more and more clocked in. So hopefully you get good RNG. We obviously want the better gems, that being attack percentage and also the crit damage as well. Crit rate just applies to Jinwoo stats, so I don't recommend that one. Crit damage would be much more superior. And here we go, we got an attack percentage and also a flat attack bonus. Percentages are always better, especially in the later stages of the game. But there you go, that's how you can get them. Again, those rewards only apply 3 times every single day, so make sure you do the waves that you actually want. And then for the battlefields you don't care about, you can still go ahead and run them, increasing your wave number. But if we look at the waves, let's go to wave 6 for example, the power limit is quite high. I'm sure wave number 5 is going to be where my limit is. This is looking like it's late game content, and as you increase your waves, you can see the rewards do change, going from rank 1 gems all the way to rank 3. And if we look back from waves 2, we start getting better gems, giving us rank 2 gems. And then as we progress to wave 5, I believe, no, wave 6, no, wave 7, that's when we get the rank 3 gems. So it'll take a very long time. We will be stuck on the rank 2 gems for a very, very long time, since the power limit is honestly ridiculous. So the gem system is a must for getting your power up. We're going to do this wave 2 and see how many tier 2 gems we get. It looks like on average we only get 3 max from my understanding, no more than that. This will be a quick test run to see how much we get, but so far it does look like the waves are fairly easy. Nothing too complicated about them so far. They are rudimentary bosses, no crazy hard mode bosses, at least not in the beginning. I'm sure it'll get a bit more hectic depending on which waves you're doing. And obviously I know we have a bunch of A5s going to this, so it is a little bit easy. Some people just starting out will struggle, and that's perfectly fine. You will easily clear content as you get more hunters in, getting those essence stones, allowing you to advance up your hunters so you can easily deal tons of damage. And I love these bosses, they all look amazing. They are definitely programmed to give us a hard time. Having multiple bosses in one round makes things a bit more interesting. I'm sure the further waves will give us a run for our money, or at least we need to spend more money, which is obviously the dev's goal in every single game, which is perfectly fine. This is a free-to-play and pay-to-win game. You don't need to spend money to excel. And here we go on wave 2, we got 2 rank 1 gems. So getting rank 2 is a bit hard. The rates are probably a bit low, but that's to be expected. So hopefully this does clarify things a bit for you. You basically have 2 options. Either get an early power increase by maximizing on how many gems you put on your nodes, getting as many unlocks as you can. You will probably get around a 5 to 10% power difference on top of additional stats. Already the stats aren't too bad, but they're not too influential. So imagine if you have 5 rings unlocked, you get a 5% attack bonus, a 600 crit damage increase, some additional mana reduction, so really not much of an influence. You will have to get those increased tiers, so that's why I recommend deciding for yourself. There is no wrong method. Do you want the early damage gains, or do you want to play for the long run and wait to unlock higher tiers? That way you don't waste any gems. It is totally up to you to decide. I'm going for the saving route. I just did this to show you for this video. I don't necessarily need 100 power for each node, so 500 power for each circle. I don't think 500 power will make a difference. I'd rather optimize, get the most that I can from these gems, but if you are short a little bit of power, it might be more beneficial to at least unlock some of these nodes. That way you get that early power difference in, so you're not struggling against these bosses, because having a lower power amount than the recommended values will result in you dealing much less damage, much less crit, and also your precision does drop a lot as well. So hopefully that helped. If it did, drop a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you have anything to say, make sure to drop it down below in the comment section. That is all I had for you today. This is Zaf signing out.